Hey everybody, Susan here. I got all my fruit trees and berry bushes moved. Put them down here in the lower of the side yard. And I've got to build framework so I can do a little bit of a hoop covering for the winter. And I did it longwise so that the roundness would go across because the wind generally comes from that direction. So if it's round, it should help push it off. And that way, it also gets the benefit of the most sun. So I've got them all crammed in here together. And then I'm going to put pine needles up around them so that it helps to insulate to where the water reservoirs won't freeze, hopefully. And up here, we'll go ahead and look at everything else while we're out here. My Tama beans are doing good. I've got some on there that are pretty good size. Let me see, that's just one, but there's a whole bunch down in there. But they're making real good. So I've got to get this covered up too, because we're going to have down to 34 it says, but could be lower, and I don't want to take a chance on killing frost just yet. As you see, my greens are doing great. And I have been cutting them and eating them and cutting them because they're good for you. And carrots are looking good. Don't know what's beneath there, but the green part looks good. And these greens here, the bugs really started eating on them pretty bad. And I went around squishing, but you know that don't get them all. And they just annihilated these, which I knew they would. But those were hopefully distraction for them, but it didn't work. And I don't know if you can see way over there or not. There you go. And those greens are doing good. I got a few little buggies, but not bad. I went smashing on them too. So now we'll look at the others. These greens are growing pretty decent. And I'll be covering them. That's why I like these hoop houses, man. They're nice. My onions are looking good. And my Susan peas, they're looking good. They're putting out. I'm fixing to pick them. And whatever this thing is, I'm pretty sure it's a yellow squash. It's doing pretty alright. It's got babies on there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're on there. So hopefully I'll get something before the cold kills it out. Cabbage looking good, kale's looking great, tastes great. Got a couple of stray tomato plants in there, and I said, well, I'll stake them. They're not going to make it in the real harsh cold, but however long they last. And there's a pepper growing up in there, but it won't last either. So over here I've got the kale bed. This is another kale bed. And the two potatoes that I had planted long after I did the others. And if you can tell, the ground is humped up. That means there's taters in there. And the zucchini and squash I planted in the buckets got the powdery mildew and died. Because it's just been way too damp. And in this bucket I planted some potatoes, which you can see have come up. And I will move them over by the raised beds so they can be under the hoop and maybe survive long enough to make a tater or three. That's what I've been up to. Of course, I did all that stuff the other day, but yeah, it's looking better than it did. I moved some things around, stacked some junk up, and I'm getting ready for winter. Thanks for watching.